went to London, was traveling in a train with a British lady and gentleman. The lady had a pet dog. Suddenly the dog jumped on this American guy and pissed. Instead of apologizing, this lady started petting the dog. Oh, you have cold bladder, I should do something, I should take care of you. After a few minutes, the dog jumped on him and vomited. Again this lady, instead of apologizing, she is patting the dog. Oh, you have some bad stomach trouble, I should take care of you, I should take you to the doctor. Again after a few minutes, the dog jumped, and you know now what it would have done. What maximum it can do, it did. And made the whole place dirty. Again this lady, instead of apologizing, she started patting the dog. Oh, I should take care of you, I should take you immediately to the doctor, I should give some first aid to you. It is too much. This guy simply picked the dog and threw it out of the window. Till this time, the gentleman was keeping quiet. Now he started talking. You American guys drive in the wrong side, measure with the wrong scale. Now you threw the wrong bitch out of the window. In the life, many times we throw the wrong bitch out of the window. Today is only a time to find out who is the right bitch. The whole Shakti Spurana is the technique to find out the right bitch so that you can throw the right bitch out of the window. Always we throw the wrong bitch out of the window. Always we see the trouble, the wrong side. Now let us find who is the right bitch and throw him out of the window. We have 3 layers of body. You are not as you think. You always think yourself the physical body. That is why you concentrate only the things related to the physical body. The problem is you can think only when you are associated to the physical body. The moment you are associated to some other body, you lose the thinking capacity. You can only feel. You can only experience the second and third dimensions of your being. In the dream state, you can never think, you can only feel. You may think you are thinking, but you can never think. It is a level of emotions, you can only feel. The moment you are disassociated, you are disconnected from physical body, you stop thinking. That is why you never think about other 2 dimensions of your being. You have 3 layers, 3 dimensions for your being. The first thing is physical body. The body which you are having now. The second is the subtle body or mental body. You can call it in any name, which you use at the time of dream state. Third, causal body, which you use at the time of deep sleep. It is not even a body, it is just a layer. Because body means there should be some movement. In this, there is no movement. It's just a layer of your being. Most of our time, I can say majority of our time, we spend in the physical body, in the physical layer. But it is not that Just because you spend majority of your time in the physical layer is everything. No. It is just 33%. It is just 33%. That is why even if you achieve whatever can be achieved by the physical body, you don't feel you have achieved everything. Even if you achieve everything, whatever can be achieved by the physical body, again you feel something is missing, something is lacking, something more can be done, something more can be achieved, something more can be experienced. Because there is other two dimensions of your being unexplored, other two dimensions of your being without being used by you. So as long as you have the second and third dimension, second and third layers of your body without being used, you will never feel satisfied. One more important thing, not only they are not used, if they are left unused, they become weight, dead weight on your being. Understand this one example. You are having 100-acre land, but only 33 acres you developed. 33 acres only you are able to use. It is not that you miss that other 66 acres. Yes, that is one thing. You miss the other 66 acres, and not only that, the animals, the snake, scorpion, whatever is there in the other 66 acre will be continuously entering into this 33 acre and disturbing you. All the things, unwanted things which stays in the 66 acre, unnecessary smell, unnecessary animals, unnecessary troubles will penetrate, will enter into this 33 acre, and even in this 33 acre will become disturbed place. You will not be able to live peacefully in that 33 acre. Now you have 3 layers of body. You use only one layer, physical body. The other 3 is just lying waste. Is just lying waste. Not only you are missing the energy. Now there is a beautiful book the other day I was reading by a popular psychologist, Harnessing the Power of Dreams. The power of dreams, if you can tap the energy of the dream body, you can be a better mathematician. You can use it for your logic, you can use it for your project works. That is what Patanjali says 5,000 years ago. The deep sleep state and the dream state, time and the energy which is blacked in the deep sleep and dream state, there is no need to waste that 2 energies. You can make use of both energies, and not only that, he gives a wonderful technique to make both of the energies to help your enlightenment process. Of course, we used all the maximum possible energy towards enlightenment. He gives a wonderful technique, Yoga Nidra. That's and that's technique only I have spoken the discourse Yoga Nidra. And the technique also I am explaining. Of course, today we will do. The Yoga Nidra is one of the important technique to use the energy spent or wasted in the dream time and deep sleep state. If you can have so much of energy just by your logical thinking, then how much of energy will be black in your emotional feeling and being experience? You have 3 dimensions. In the physical level, intellectual thinking. In the mental or subtle level, emotional feeling. And in the causal level, being experience, being. The being experience. You are using only just 33%. And according to me, it is not even 33% because it is a superficial level. Maybe quantity is 33, but the quality is not 33%. 33% of the quantity you are using, not 33% of quality. If you ask quality, it's hardly 2 to 3%, not more than that. A small story. A group of friends decided that they will try to tell the worst possible lie. The man who says the worst possible lie will be the winner. First came American and started telling all sorts of stories, but nobody bothered. You American guys can do anything, keep quiet. Next came a Russian guy and he tried, but nothing worked out. An Indian guy got up and said, I think. The moment people said, no, stop, enough, that is enough. You told the biggest lie. Indian guy said, I think. Yes, enough. You told a big lie, we accept. Actually, your thinking is a very superficial mechanism. It has no base or the root. Freud uses a beautiful word, association. Your thinking has nothing to do with thinking. Understand? What you think as thinking is not happening in you. Just association. That is the only thing happening in you. Association means, for example, you see a dog in the street. Suddenly you remember all the dogs which you have seen when you were a small boy or in your childhood days. Then you remember the teacher who gave you lessons in your childhood days. And you remember the place where your teacher used to stay. And thinking goes on. There is no logical connection between the dog which you have seen in the street and your teacher. Even though both of them barked at you. There is no logical connection. But somehow you go around associating. All you are thinking is just association. Unless you use the second dimension and third dimension of your being, you don't have any quality in your being. You have no quality in your being. I was staying with a group of tribal people. They can't even be called as tribals. They are much more sophisticated, much more cultured, and they live much more joyfully than us. The tribal village is from the area where Buddha is born, in Nepal. That is the area where Buddha is born. I don't know whether they are related to some way the Buddhism or not. But one thing I saw, they have an habit, a strange habit. If you see suddenly in a dream that as if you have hurt somebody, you scolded somebody or you have beaten somebody, naturally you will see only the people with whom you live in your dreams or people whom you know. If you have hurt somebody or if you have scolded somebody, if you have misbehaved with somebody in your dreams, next day morning they take the fruits, all possible gifts and go and meet that person and ask his apology. Very strange habit. You hurt him in the dream, but you go and ask apology in the waking state. They take that as a very seriously and go and they touch his feet and ask for his apology. Please forgive me. Tell me that you have forgiven me. I was surprised to see this habit. How can this happen? Actually, I read about this habit in a book. Then I went to that village because I was traveling in that area. When I read that book, I thought this is a story. When I went there, I inquired. It is really a truth. It's the truth. Then I inquired that one elderly person, why are you doing this? How can both be related? Hurting in the dream, in the reality. He made a profound statement. I was just shocked. And the moment I heard the statement, I just touched his feet. Profound statement. What are you thinking? The world is made of the same stuff in which your dreams are made. Shocking statement. But only an enlightened man can make this statement. I think maybe the whole village is enlightened. Or the enlightenment is a common property of the village. Whether they are enlightened or not, I don't know. But they are very close to enlightenment. That much I know. They are having all the benefits of enlightenment. That much I know. See, it is not that India is totally enlightened. No. But they are having all the benefits of enlightenment. The other day I was reading a survey. They say in America, maximum a person sleeps only 14 minutes. 1 minute. In 14 minutes he comes out and moves in the dream state and again falls into deep sleep. Within 14 minutes he again comes out. He is thrown out. 14 minutes is the maximum time a normal American person sleeps. But in the East, especially in the countries like India, 36 minutes. 36 minutes. You'll be surprised. Now they have machineries, that rapid eye movement to measure all those things. With that they did a survey. 14 minutes is the time here. 36 minutes is the time in India. Then naturally they will be healthy. Naturally they will be having less torture inside mind. And one more thing. If you take sleeping pill as a psychiatric medicine, in whole India, maximum 0.8% people only can take any psychiatric medicine. 0.8, less than 1%. If you think sleeping pill as a psychiatric medicine, only 0.8% people take any medicine for mind, any disease related to the mind. Only 0.8. Here you know in any other country, here among the three, 2 is taking. Among the three, 2% is taking. And it's a pride. Unless I take my crazy pill, I can't work. This became a pride. See, India may not be fully enlightened, but it enjoys all the benefits of enlightenment. Because there are so many people again and again spreading. Same thing I felt. That village, the tribal village, is experiencing, enjoying 90% of the benefits of enlightenment. Even if you are not enlightened, when you live in an enlightened community, unconsciously you enjoy the benefits. Unconsciously you enjoy the benefits. You enjoy all the whatever you can get through the enlightenment. I was shocked by the word. It's a profound statement. The world is made of the same stuff in which your dreams are made. Yesterday I was telling you a story. The moment, the story from a Rishi's life. As soon as he got up from a bed, he started weeping. He started crying. Then all his disciples inquired, how can you cry? You are an enlightened master. What is the reason? What happened to you? He said, no, I dreamt as if I became a butterfly. The disciple asked, what is there? Why should you cry? Yes, you have become. Now what is there to worry? Why do you want to cry? Why do you want to feel sad? Master says, no, I am not able to understand whether I dreamt as if I have become butterfly Or that butterfly is dreaming that it has become Rishi now. There is no scale. There is no baseline based on which you can say this is not dream, that is dream. No. No argument can prove, no argument can give you the understanding that that state is dream and this state is reality.